Welcome, football fans, to Front Page Transfers, where we bring the hottest transfer rumors and news from the world of football. We have an exciting episode today on some potential big moves. For news on your favorite club, look for the chapters in the description. We start with Bayern Munich. According to reports from Florian Plettenberg and James Ollie, Bayern has put forth a substantial new offer to Tottenham for their star striker Harry Kane. The bid amounts to more than 100 million euros, with additional bonus payments included. Bayern Munich has reportedly set a deadline of midnight on Friday for Tottenham to accept their latest offer for Harry Kane. However, things took an interesting turn when Daniel Levy, the chairman of Tottenham, ignored the deadline and flew to the USA. As the deadline passed, the situation remains uncertain. Jason Burt reports that it's now up to Bayern Munich to decide whether they will carry through with their threat to withdraw the offer. On the other hand, Fabrizio Romano assures us that the deal is still on as of now, with sources close to the negotiations guaranteeing optimism. Moving on to Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe has a dream of joining Real Madrid, and for him, it is considered the only way out of his situation with PSG. Le Parisien reports that Real Madrid is considering making an offer for the French star after August 15th. PSG views this offer as a glimmer of hope to resolve the situation. The situation between Kylian Mbappe and PSG appears to be damaged beyond repair, as Nasser Al-Khelaifi has reportedly told multiple people that he will not bring Mbappe back to the main squad. Mbappe will continue training with the undesirables even after the main squad resumes training on Monday. If Real Madrid's offer after August 15 meets PSG's expectations, the operation could be resolved immediately, as Kylian is eager to join the Spanish giant. According to reliable source, Fabrizio Romano, PSG recently tried to convince Kylian Mbappe to extend his contract with a special buyout clause for 2024. However, the French superstar firmly declined the offer, indicating that he is not willing to commit his future to the Parisian club any further. Pacojo reveals that Real Madrid has identified Dusan Vlahovic as their emergency solution if they fail to secure the services of Mbappe. Moving on to FC Barcelona, who is leaving no stone unturned to secure the signature of Bernardo Silva. According to Cope, the club is willing to do the impossible to sign the talented midfielder. Pep Guardiola is reportedly open to his departure if a €70 million deal can be reached. For Silva, wearing the Barcelona jersey is a childhood dream, and he aspires to follow in the footsteps of legends like Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi. The deal for Joao Cancelo to FC Barcelona is in motion. Fabrizio Romano reports that the player is on board, but talks with Manchester City are still at an early stage. The English club prefers a permanent transfer, while Barca is keen on a loan deal. Additionally, FC Barcelona is also determined to sign an offensive player to replace Dembele. An exciting twist! Neymar has been offered to FC Barcelona. While Xavi and the coaching staff don't doubt Neymar's quality, they have concerns about his potential impact on the dressing room. On the other side, PSG seems ready to part ways with the Brazilian superstar. Could a return to Camp Nou be on the cards? FC Barcelona is actively working to bring in Vitor Roque, and there's a chance it could happen sooner than expected. With the sale of Dembele and Kessie, the financial fair play situation has changed, potentially opening the doors for Roque's immediate arrival. Moving on to Chelsea. According to Fabrizio Romano, the Blues are exploring alternatives for Lukaku, but are also considering a move for Dusan Vlahovic. Juventus want €40 million plus Lukaku for Dusan Vlahovic. Chelsea and Pochettino taking some time internally to deliberate on the deal. As per Romeo Agresti, Dusan Vlahovic would be open to listening to an offer from Chelsea, should clubs find an agreement. Chelsea is not holding back in their pursuit of Moises Caicedo, but Alex Crook reports that their £90 million bid is expected to be rejected. As a result, the Blues are considering alternatives, including Leandro Paredes, to bolster their midfield with Pochettino's preference for experience. Jacob Steinberg reveals that Chelsea's plan to spend big on Andre Onana or Mike Maignan had been revised after failing to find a club for Kepa. Instead, The Blues have secured Robert Sanchez from Brighton, signing him to a long-term deal and hoping he'll eventually take over the starting spot from Kepa. Chelsea have also signed David Washington from Santos and are set to bring in Michael Olise. Fabrizio Romano and Fabrice Hawkins report that personal terms are agreed upon, but Chelsea awaits guarantees on Olise's hamstring injury. Additionally, Chelsea is receiving funds from the sale of Livramento to Newcastle. Chelsea is not shying away from seeking additional capital for future endeavours. According to Bloomberg, the club is approaching investors with plans to raise as much as £400 million, indicating their ambition to continue bolstering their squad. Moving to Liverpool, who is not backing down in their pursuit of Romelu Lavia from Southampton. According to Sasha Tavalieri, the Reds are prepared to make a third and final offer that meets Southampton's transfer fee expectations, including add-ons. Lavia has expressed his desire to move to Anfield, fueling the anticipation. While the Lavia deal remains on Liverpool's radar, they have started exploring alternative options. James Pearce reports that the Reds are unwilling to meet Southampton's asking price, prompting them to look at other midfield targets. Liverpool has shown interest in Fluminense midfielder Andre, but Fabrizio Romano suggests that prizing him away before January will be challenging. Tim Vickery adds that the Brazilian side is determined to keep Andre as long as they're in the Copa Libertadores, complicating any potential deal. Liverpool's reported interest in Andre is seen as a negotiating tactic, as Alex Crook points out. The Reds are emphasizing that it's not just Lavia or nothing for their midfield reinforcement. Additionally, Neil Jones hints that Liverpool will focus on signing a centre-back once their midfield situation is sorted. Moving on to Manchester City, who has secured a major signing with Josko Gvardiol officially joining the club. The young talent has signed a 5-year contract until 2028 and will proudly wear the number 24 jersey. A promising addition to the squad indeed. The future of Bernardo Silva at Manchester City has been a hot topic. Fabrizio Romano reveals that PSG made not one, but 2 bids earlier this summer for the midfielder, both of which were rejected by Man City. However, despite the club's stance to retain Silva, the player is eager to explore a new chapter, with Barcelona catching his attention. Manchester City is also focused on securing the future of Kyle Walker. Sam Lee reports that the club has tabled a second contract offer to keep Walker at the Etihad. The offer, similar to the one from Bayern Munich, includes a deal until 2025 with an option for another year. Moving on to PSG, who is moving quickly to finalize an agreement with Benfica for Goncalo Ramos. According to Lois Tanzilik, Paris has already agreed on a 5-year contract with the player. If all goes well in the negotiations, we can expect Goncalo Ramos to join PSG in the coming week. PSG is also accelerating their efforts to sign Randal Kolo Muani. The talented Frenchman has informed Frankfurt of his desire to leave. Paris aims to reach an agreement with the player first before engaging in talks with Frankfurt. Despite interest from other clubs, including Bayern Munich, Kolo Muani has made it clear that his heart is set on joining PSG, as reported by El Quaid. The future of Luis Campos at PSG is in doubt. According to Abdallah Bulma, no final decision has been made yet, but his position has been weakened. Campos faces criticism for his recruitment decisions, and tensions escalated after the situation between Kylian Mbappe and PSG's management. Reports suggest that Nasser Al-Khelaifi questioned Campos' allegiance to the club during a tense meeting, leading to speculation about his potential exit from PSG, as reported by Le Parisien. Moving on to Arsenal, who have wasted no time in their pursuit of Brentford shot-stopper David Raya. According to Fabrizio Romano, the Gunners submitted an opening bid worth £20 million as a fixed fee, with an additional £3 million in add-ons. David Raya's potential arrival is looking increasingly optimistic, with the deal possibly being sealed in the next 24 to 48 hours. Raya has expressed his desire to make the move, as personal terms are already agreed upon. While the pursuit of Raya unfolds, Nottingham Forest is closing in on a deal for Matt Turner from Arsenal. A verbal agreement is already in place, with personal terms also agreed upon. The clubs are currently finalizing the details, and once sealed, the move will be confirmed. That concludes today's transfer news roundup. Which transfer rumor excites you the most and why? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more exciting football transfer update. Until next time, take care and keep supporting the beautiful game.